I'm low key like the Mo G. I'm low key like the Mo G.
If in 2022, so last year, you would put Drew Dober and if you put Drew Dober and Christos Giagos in a fight, Dober would have been like a minus 750 favorite. So I think there's a little bit of recency bias with this matchmaking. But did you see the odds on over? I picked Matt Favola over Say. That's very interesting. We'll get there, but yeah, I totally agree.
Matt Favola follows me on Instagram now, so I don't even know if I can pick against him.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, you always got to go with the guys. But
I know.
I think perfect transition to your guys here in this fight, because anybody that follows you on Twitter already knows where you land on this one. It is a welterweight banger between Joaquin Buckley, the ninja kick heard around the world. Really carved out a nice UFC career for himself. Got a little bit under the radar after the kick, taking on a guy that is completely under the radar. Alex Morono would have never guessed he's fought 17 times in UFC. He's won 12 of them. He's beaten a lot of good dudes. Couple of vets going at it here, Maddie. Why do you like Alex Morono 3 units level like him?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite dogs of the year. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm still scared about it. Like, people don't understand that when I'm increasing my unit size, it's based off of value. It's not based off of, oh, there's no chance this guy can lose. Like, we all understand Alex Morono can lose this fight if he gets caught. We've seen it before. It happened in the Ponzinibbio fight. But here's the thing. Morono stepped up on short notice and dominated Ponzinibbio for 2 rounds. Then he gets caught in round 3. I believe Alex Morono is the much more rounded guy and can win this fight in 3 different ways. By submission, by maybe a TKO, maybe that's the least likely, or by decision, which I think he's going to edge out a decision. Joaquin Buckley is a specimen, man. I believe he's a southpaw. He's tricky. Chris Curtis today on Twitter saying that he's the most difficult striker he's faced, even though he finished him. He's explosive. He's tough to figure out on the feet. But I trust the fight IQ of Alex Morono. I also like the sneaky submission abilities. If the fight goes to the ground, I think he's live to get those submissions, maybe late. But I do believe that Morono can edge out a decision here. And I think I'm just a big Alex Morono guy. I took him in round 2 submission.
Nice.
I sprinkled a round 2 and 3 submissions against Tim Means. The round 2 hit at plus 2,500. I couldn't believe when that hit, because the fight wasn't on the ground at all, right? And it was just a sick hit. I was so pumped about that. So maybe people can make the argument that I'm letting that bias from that win come into this fight. But I just think that Morono is the much more well-rounded guy. But again, power is always going to be the ultimate equalizer. So there's no doubt about it that Morono could get caught in this fight. However, I make this fight a pick'em. So you're going to give me someone at plus 160. I got it at plus 165. I locked it in for 3 bands. I'm pumped to watch this fight. I'm going to be sweating like crazy. Like, that's just the reality of it, because we all know that he could get tagged. But on a full camp, I think this is the fight Morono wins convincingly and then starts to not make a run for the belt, but make a run into the rankings and up the rankings. I do think he's really good, and I think he's underrated.
Yeah, I certainly think so. But the thing about that guillotine choke on Tim Means you mentioned, it was fast. It looked like Charles Oliveira jumping guillotine. It was really, really impressive. Now,
dude, he's underrated there.
I will say, if my house was on the line, like a signature for my mortgage was on the line for a straight pick in this fight, I probably would go with Joaquin Buckley. Just a lot of danger to survive for 15 minutes for anybody, especially now at welterweight instead of middleweight, where he hits like a hammer. But like you, my model's pretty much on the exact same page as you, 50.5%, so a little bit over 50%. That Morono wins outright analytically. And the reason why is Buckley's always been a guy I've struggled with. He has just a 32% striking accuracy. That is absolutely dreadful for a bantamweight, much less someone that is this large. Typically, if you're missing that much, you're leaving yourself wide open for counters. And that's the type of precision that Morono can capitalize on. He doesn't have a lot of punching power, like raw punching power, but he's very precise. He's very accurate. As was I think Buckley will probably try to avoid takedowns in this fight. I think he'll try to stay standing because of Morono's sneaky stuff off the back, where Morono's gotten into trouble 50% takedown defense is with guys trying. I don't I think that Buckley would be putting himself in grave danger to take Morono down over and over again, because I bet he's got triangles, I bet he's got arm bars, I bet he's got all that stuff off his back, given how the guillotine looked. So I agree with you. I think he can win by, maybe a TKO, maybe gets the right precise shot on a guy that's pretty inaccurate, submission and decision. I've always found Buckley to be a little bit of an overvalued stock after the kick. That's what he's famous
100%.
for. But his 3 losses in UFC, Kevin Holland, Chris Curtis, Nasruddin Imavov. So you can't really rip on the guy's results either. So I think we have 2
but
guys.
You can also look at some of his wins. If you look at the Morono, not the Morono,
he was losing to Antonio
Portugal.
Arroyo.
Who did he just beat by head kick?
Fialho.
Fialho.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was a big Andre Fialho fan, but it's safe to say at this point that Andre Fialho gets touched up by everyone he fights.
Yeah.
Everyone, right? And honestly, that was a very close fight up until it wasn't. And everyone else that has fought Andre Fialho, look at Tim Means. Tim Means was dominating that fight all 3 rounds before the finish, right? So, and then I look at Tim Means going up against Alex Morono. Very close first round, but then Morono submits him in round 2. Look, guys, this is pure value to me. You cannot tell me that Alex Morono should be plus 165 here. If you make him plus 120, I probably make this a 1-unit play, right? If it's a pick 'em, I probably don't even take him. But you're going to give me plus 165 on this dude, 3-unit play. I'm hammering it, and I'm excited to watch this fight.
Yeah, I'm totally on the same page as you. I'll be on Morono's money line and likely a prop of some sort. I'm probably
gonna look at round 2, 3 sub. I'll
probably just hail you on that one.
Like no more than 0.2 units a pop.
Yeah.
But I have to.
We have
to look at the number.
We have so much consensus in chat. You feel so great. I feel so great. So Morono's going to get starched in a few seconds, like he did against Chaos Williams. That's just what's going to happen. Because
here's the thing I've learned, though, bro. The more people, the more that it scares me to death when I give out a big play and everyone loves it. Scares me to death. And the amount of pushback I've gotten on this play, I get Joaquin Buckley as a fan favorite. But it makes me like this Morono bet way more that everyone hates it.
Oh, you're getting pushback.
I'm getting a lot of pushback because everyone's saying what is very accurate, which is Buckley has, much more power in his hands. Like I'm the first person to admit that. But I'm just getting a lot of pushback on social media about this. I mean, some people, some people do like the pick, but I'm getting a lot of pushback on it, which makes me like it more.
I totally agree.